Hello, everyone. It is a Vibe Kage here, coming to you with another What If. Hopefully, this one works. You're reading it right. This one I dropped maybe like almost 2 months ago, technically. How this works is, like I said, in this timeline, no one has ever been a Jinchuriki. Rather, when Hagoromo Otsutsuki created the Nine Bijus, he gave them human forms as well. He truly, broke up and divided his power even more. And rather than have, simple sons of Ashira and Indra be born with already powers and shit, nah, just, as he was dying, he placed his hand on the pregnant woman who bore his two kids, and remaining lifespan that he had, he just broke it up, and whatever they got, they got. So happened to be how things play out in canon with Ashura and Indra. Ashura being the one who had to work hard to gain power, and Indra, who was just born with the Sharingan, who, killed a few friends, gained Mangekyo Sharingan, gained EMS when he killed his own child, and took his eyes when he didn't want to go blind. Dark as fuck, I know, but he had multiple kids, and they had their own kids, and soon enough, everyone knew how Sharingan would work and how it spreads. Ashura would eventually not deprive, but create three clans. This being the Senju, the Uzumaki. Fucking hell. Shit hurt. My throat dry. One more time with the water. Fuck. Excuse me. And the last clan that he developed. And this clan is not going to be part of the Leaf Village, since I figured it'd be kind of fun if they weren't. And this is the Kaguya clan, which they later developed the name Kaguya when the daughter, who developed the bone manipulation, she just happened to also be named Kaguya because, well, that name sounded kind of interesting. So, why not? Yeah. Hagoromo in his grave would be laughing hysterically. But sure enough, Ashura and Indra each wanted the power of the Nine Bijus. The Nine Bijus would then explain, yeah, no, we're not going to be loyal to you, either one of you. But one of you guys is, heirs, is going to be the next Sage of Six Paths. And until then, you know, we're just going to be living in our own thing. We have our human forms, we have our beast forms, and, well, we're several times stronger than any of your people, so leave us the fuck alone, and we'll be good. Now, how things work with the whole Shinobi War now, without Biju's, being the thing, is still gonna happen. People still gonna fight each other. And, well, there's only been one other person who's been able to harness some of the power of the Bijus, and they died, um, actually kind of quickly. And that was the. Fuck, I just had the name. Orochimaru, yes. Yeah. In this timeline, Orochimaru was born, but not in the Hidden Leaf. Rather, he was in the Whirlpool country, or Orochimaru Uzumaki. So he had the white skin, yellow eyes, but red and black hair, which, unique and weird. Everyone thought it was cool. And this is what made them want to wipe out the Uzumakis. Orochimaru subsequently died before he gained any of his potential, which later on a new Orochimaru would be born, and that is, you know, just for the sake different. Now, Kabuto in this timeline would be the guy who's wanting to seek perfection after Donzo had made him kill his own mother and he had found out. That's how that one goes. So, yeah. Kabuto's already acquiring the imperfected sage mode and stealing people's bodies. but there's no curse marks and no sound users like that. Rather, he collects the DNA and then injects himself. You know, kind of like how he was doing with the Orochimaru thing, is injecting their DNA into himself. That's what he's doing. So that's Kabuto's design. But that being said, since Kushino is not the Nine Tails, no Nine Tails attack when Naruto's born. Naruto still born with the whisker marks, which they thought was weird. And then, well, he grows up pretty normal. People do like Naruto. There's no reason to hate him. His dad's the fourth Hokage. His mom is one of the highest ranking Jonins in the Leaf Village, very strong with ceilings and Kenjutsu. And, well, Naruto clearly is going to be a prodigy child like his two parents. Well, more than they realized. Because one day, not Izuku, but Naruto, he's right here at the Hokage Monument. They're throwing a party for him. It's his birthday, October 16th. And, well, yeah, he's excited. Many people are there singing to him. He has his two closest friends right next to him, and that would be Neji Hyuga in this timeline, who is part of the main family, where in this timeline, Hinata and Hanabi are part of the second branch family, and Hayashi is the second brother instead of the older brother, which, yeah, why not? So yeah, Neji and Naruto, best pals, best buddies. And then the last one next to him, and this one is what's, surprised Kakashi, not Kakashi, but Obito, not Obito, well, yes, Obito, but, surprised Minato, is Kakashi's own daughter with Anko. And yes, she's like 2 years old. She's just like a little baby, and she sees Naruto like her big brother. And Naruto does see this little one as his own younger sister. So, he's holding her on her lap as, she's smiling as, she's just like, Happy birthday, Naruto. And Naruto's just like, oh, my little baby child. As he hugs, his quote unquote little sister. Kakashi, he smiles. Anko's happy because, happy family moments. Things are really nice. He's in this bubbling feeling within Naruto. You know, it's time for cake. He's getting ready to blow out the candles. He feels so happy, this unique warmth within him. So when he takes a deep breath in and he blows, he feels the warmth leave his body as blue flames erupt from his mouth. Only two people in all of Shinobi history have been shown to have the blue flames. That being Matatabi, the Two Tails Bee. No, not Two Tails Bee. One more time. The Two Tails Demon, which, yeah, they still refer to them as demons, but they're not demons, technically. Okay. Back to the what if, as, yes, like I was saying, only two people were known to have the blue flames, Matatabi being one of them, and then the guy who was killed from the whirlpool those years ago, Uzumaki Orochimaru. Uzumaki Naruto. Everyone's eyes are just like in awe and silence. Everyone's kind of surprised at the blue flames. The kids are just like cheering for Naruto, because that was so cool. But deep within the caves in the Cloud Country, this woman with one yellow eye and one blue eye open, as she senses someone who had just used her power. She smiles as, it's been forever. She would then, turn into flames as she disappears, moving at very tremendous high speeds that most people don't even know. You see 5 minutes pass, and, everyone, cake wasn't too destroyed, and the candles did get more melted, and, well, It was interesting. Some top layer of frosting had to be removed because of the wax. So yeah. But after that whole shabuckle went down and gone down, you know what did happen? This woman appeared, and what surprised everyone is she appeared right behind Naruto as, she gently wrapped her arms around him, caressing him, hugging him, as she lays her head on his, as, she's just like, I've waited so long for you to be born. As Naruto's like, I don't know who this is, but I feel calm. Kushina and Minato's eyes widen as they know who she is, and she smiles as, she's just like, so, it really is in the Uzumaki bloodline. She lets go of Naruto, she looks to Kushina and Minato, and she's just like, so, you're the parents, I'm guessing? You know what this means, right? They nod, as Minato's just like, I can't believe it. My son, he'll gain the powers of all of the Bijus. He'll be able to command them. The hidden leaf will be unstoppable. Kushina's just like, oh my god, my son can be the new bringer of peace. He has the power of all nine monsters. And she's just like, he's gonna be targeted by so many people. Kind of worrying a little bit, but it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. You see, things are gonna get good. Things are very good. Because not only is no, my bad, I'll talk normal. Because not only is Naruto the chosen one, the child of prophecy, there is a few other people who sensed the awakening of Manatabi's chakra. Another one who, erupts in red flames, who, his red hair just casually glowing down to his back. He's sitting above everyone else, looking down at everyone. Nine tails flowing behind him as he looks down and he's just saying, so, a new one. He jumps down. Minato and Kushina are terrified from this one. This one is known as one of the most ruthless ones. The one who never really shows mercy. Kurama. The nine-tailed fox spirit. As they're like, please, don't take our son. He's too young. We know he's going to be needing to train, but can't you hold off? As Kurama looks at them, as he's saying, let Orochimaru hold off on his training with us too, and he got killed. Do you want the same to happen to your boy? It's easier if we take him when he's young to train him. Give us a few years. We'll give him back. 1 year with each one of us, and then he'll return to you. That's all he really needs. They're like, but Naruto is our son. Naruto, being 6 years old, would, casually go to his mom and dad, and he's just like, Mom, what's happening? As now sand starts to form around Naruto as he gets picked up by this one guy with, the love kanji on his right side of his forehead. He's just chuckling maniacally as the one-tailed raccoon spirit has showed up. As Kurama looks at and growls, Shikaku, what are you doing here? As he laughs and saying, well, I sense that sis over here's flames got used by some sort of brat. And, well, it's been a while since that happened, so I got curious and I had to check it out. Lo and behold, big bro, you're here too. That being said, I think I'm gonna go first. I am number one. As, he's pulling Naruto towards him with the sand. Naruto's confused. He reaches out for his mom. So, when he's saying, stop this, I don't want to go, the sand actually just dispels off of Naruto. Shikaku was just like, he forced my sand off of him. Wait, how did he even gain blue flames without Manatabi teaching him? This is gonna be tricky. As then little bubbles are forming and Saikin appears. He laughs as he's saying, "Well then, I'm late. Wow. Hey, little sis, little bro, Kurama." He looks at his eldest brother with contempt. As Kurama looks down, he scoffs as he's saying, "What are you doing here, Sai?" As he's just like, Saiken is my full name. I'd appreciate if you use it, Kurama. I have no need for such things. I ask again, why are you here? He points to Naruto. Naruto's confused. As now ink forms, a giant man with horns appears. Then, a woman falls down with blue hair, these six wings with this golden and orange pattern that Naruto thought was really cool. He was fascinated by them, appears. From the mountains, not mountains, but the monuments, magma spouts out as a red-headed man with long red beard forms, stands right next to them, as now regular water just forms. This timid young boy with three tails and a turtle shell appears. Lastly, steam is condensed down as a woman with long, dirty blonde hair and five tails appears. They're all looking at one another as Nane. They're all looking at one another as they're looking. I saw Kid Zeus do one of these, and I'll watch that one, but maybe the other one. I don't know. That being said, as Naruto, he's confused when all nine of them are around, but he feels like he's seen them all before. He would then say, "Ich shikaku ni matatabi san isibu." Wait, is it? Wait, go? Go is five. So, yon, son goku, go, kyoku, roku, saiken, nana, chome, hachi, kyoki, kyu, kurama. As everyone's just like, how? Wait, so those are the names of the other ones? Because they only know about like three of them. The other one, they don't know the names of everyone. You gotta remember, different people have different countries. So yeah, the Cloud got and the Leaf know about Maratabi, Kurama, and Chome. The Sand know about Shukaku, Kurama, and Isibu. Like their names at least. They know these are the other people, but they don't know their powers and abilities fully. But that's not what's important here. You see, all the other elemental nations, the Kages, their people, they got word that they're, where their beasts usually hide. They aren't there, and they're not where they usually go when they're looking for their shit. In fact, there's a massive amount of chakra coming from the Hidden Leaf Village. What do you mean? Like, we might be wrong, but it feels like all nine are there. Why would all nine be there unless, all the Kage's eyes widen with realization? Yes, this means Yagara would still be the fourth Mizukage instead of Mei Terume taking over, since he's not going to be controlled by Toby in this one, since there'd be no point. So yeah, the Mist Village, no civil war with the Blood Mist. That's not a thing. But since this one is going to be pretty much he gets 9 bitches, let's just say one of the bitches would be Mei, since Mei Terume would be Yagara's cousin, so he's not too thrilled, but quickly sends word to the fourth Hokage saying, okay, so, according to my people, you know, Saiken and Isibu have left their barriers and are currently within your country. We are currently believing that that means you, or one of your villagers, is the one who gains the powers of the Nine this year, rather than anything else. You see, all 5 villages do hold some Uzumaki refugees, and they're like, so, since you have some Uzumaki from the leaf, in hopes that this, I was about to say sound, my bad, the mist and the leaf could coexist, a treaty and a arranged marriage. One of my Uzumakis with your chosen Uzumaki, which, they don't know it's an Uzumaki. It's just because the last was an Uzumaki that they're thinking it's an Uzumaki. They're like, okay, so it could be a Senju. No, Senjus were wiped out. Okay, it's only Tsunade, and Tsunade never showed any of that power. True, so not them. Kaguya clan? No, they were also wiped out. Well, damn. Uzumakis? Yeah, we almost wiped them all out. We got refugees here. Alright, then. What about the other places? They all might have some refugees. What about refugees of the other ones? As far as we know, there are no refugees, but there might be some then. Yeah. Negligence. Execute him. What? No. Fine. We won't execute you, but you stupid as fuck. That being said, so Uzumaki. Okay, we'll go with Uzumaki. We offer our Uzumaki for your marriage of Uzumaki. And then later down in the note, it's pretty much just like, oh, if it's not an Uzumaki and he doesn't want to marry one of ours, we also have the Yuki bloodline of rare ice style user who may tickle your fancy. Giggity. Which, yeah, nah, maybe, no. Kage is just like, should work, right? The right Kage is just like, we offer you our storm style user, Yugito. Here at the stone, the Tsuchikage is just like, I offer my granddaughter, the next wielder of particle style. Send. Nagato and Conan, who they still exist with the Renegon and all that shit, they are aware that the 9 Bijus are now active, and they're like, whoa, I have the Renegon. And the Renegon is said to rival power of the 9 Bijus, so we might have to kill them. Conan's just like, wait, what if we send in that one girl that we saved? You mean my cousin? Yeah. I mean, we can, I guess. Bring her in. Karin would show up and she's just like, what is it, cuz? So, remember our plan to, get revenge with all the Uzumakis? Yeah. So, it seems like an Uzumaki had gained the powers of the beasts. No way! I thought you were gonna get that. Nagato's just like, I guess not. But, I know you're young now, but damn it, I'm trying to blow a hair away from my mouth, but I don't want to. Fine, fuck. I didn't want to actually grab my hair and fix it because I was comfortable. I had my head on. I'm using my hands as a hand pillow. Does that make sense? Probably not. Anyway, back to the what if. As Karin gets told by her cousin Nagato that, okay, so the Leaf Village have the Deo Ex Machina of war. You will be his bride. Are you okay with this? I mean, you saved me from, that weird guy with glasses who was trying to take my blood. So, sure, if it's for you, cuz anything. Thank you. And remember, chances are, No, he's an Uzumaki. So, hey, we're family. As, she thinks about it, but wouldn't that make us like cousins? As, Nagato's just like, hmm, are you saying you want a DNA test to make sure you guys are distant enough to where it's not, that close? Karin's just like, yeah, that's kind of creepy. This is where some things are different in the sense that now over in Mifune, in the Land of Iron, who, keep in mind, they don't really do the whole Biju things, but they do know when, some shit is going on and they sense massive amount of chakra spiking in the distance. That massive chakra spike is just like, okay, I don't want the shinobis to fight on my shit, and I know the Hidden Leaf got some shit. I will send this messenger to, you know, the fourth Hokage, saying that if war is to break out, I want nothing to do with it. And if shit steps in my land, I will cut them down instantly. Send. No, we cut to the 9 Bijus arguing on who's gonna take Naruto first, and Naruto, he's just like, why can't we all just live together in the same place? He looks down at the ground because he's just like, can't you 9 just stay here? They're all like, look at each other, then look at Naruto, then look at each other, and then bust out with a huge laughter. As, they're like, oh, kid, that is good. That is good. You really might be the old man's, the spawn of the old man or something. As, they're all like, pretty much, despite not just the elemental advantage of our jutsu, our environments are very crucial for us. So, he looks at Son Goku and he's just like, kid, I need to be near the lava. And there's no lava here. So, yeah, you're gonna have to leave when you come to train with me. Isibu is just like, and I have to be in water. I'm sorry. Kyoko is just like, hey, brat, geysers, springs, hot water, boiling. Naruto's just like, and then Shukaku's just like, and yeah, sand, dude, deserts, not forests. So you're not gonna be able to keep me here. You have Kurama who just scoffs, saying, why would I want to stay here with humans? Saiken and Matatabe are just like, it doesn't really matter with us. We're just, we would prefer to be away from people. I was about to say around, and I'm like, no. Away from people. Since, Blue Flame's hot. Very, very hot. Second, I have acid. So, yeah. Gyoke is just like, honestly, I don't really care. I just need some water because I'm part octopus. And then Chome is just like, she just likes flowers. So, lots of flowers and gardens. Which Naruto's just like, okay then. Kushina would be the first to say, then why not Matatabe, since Naruto did blew out blue flames first? Matatabe smiles as, she's just like, I like this woman. Shukaku then says, wait, he also used my power though, and I am the first Tails, so it makes sense to go 1 then 2 rather than 2 then 1. Which Naruto just, tilts his head as he's just like, so I go in order from 1 the weakest to 9 the strongest. As this one gets Kurama to laugh as he jumps off, lands next to Naruto, ruffles his hair a little bit as he's just saying, hey, I kind of like how the kid just phrased that. Sure, why not, kid? Start off with the weakest. You are kind of young. Hell, it might take 9 years just to do all of my training. Yeah, sure, why not? As Kurama, he turns his back as he's saying, you know, he'll show up wherever Naruto is in 9 years. Till then, stay alive, kid. He disappears. Gyoki's just like, well then. That being said, I'll be near the cloud country. Chame is just like, she likes the flowers here in Konoha, so she can stay here. Make it easy for Naruto. Naruto smiles as Saiken also saying, yeah, um, we just gotta go to the mountains or something, man. Just my acid and poison, they are very dangerous. Kyoku and Sangoku, I have to say Sangoku like that because I can't just say it normally anymore. As the two are just looking at each other, is they're kind of the same but kind of opposites. As Naruto's just like, in you two, I'm definitely gonna have to go in separate locations. Isibu's just like, I'm sorry for making you leave your home. I didn't really want to make you do it. No, it sounds Australian. My bad. As Naruto's just like, no, it's okay, it's okay. Maratabi, she just, says if it's okay with Naruto, she'll just follow wherever he goes. As after all, she, nah, not she, he did use her flames first, so she feels like she has to be there. He used her power first. So even if he's not gonna learn from her right away, she wants to see what he can do. Which Naruto's just like, oh, okay. As Maratabi then turns into a blue cat form with two tails as she crawls into Naruto's lap. As Chome turns into a a one-tailed, six-winged insect and then flies into Naruto's hair. As the other ones are just like, well then, I guess it's settled. As the rest disappear, Shukaku chuckles as sand appears around Naruto. The small platform goes up. As he's saying, in 1 year's time, I'll bring him back here. We'll celebrate his birthday. As they go off. Nothing they could really do because they know. Even the weakest one, Shukaku, you have to have Kage level chakra to stand against him. And even then, you still might not even win your fight against him. So, if Naruto's going to get some training, go ahead. Time skip 1 year, Naruto returns, slightly taller. Everyone's surprised about two things. One, Naruto's wearing a white robe with black boots. No, not boots, but sandals. A black Under Armour long sleeve shirt, and there's already a totem, Tagama mark, Tagama, totem. One of the little markings on Naruto's jacket, not jacket, but robe, and he's even walking with this black staff with no rings. It's just a black staff with one ring around it. It's just unique. Maratabi, is resting on his head, and so is Chome. Over the next year, Naruto actually spends in the Leaf Village practicing his blue fire jutsus, which everyone would be seeing. Now, in the sand, when Naruto was there, the Kazekage knew that, okay, his kid is training, so he would also send a letter saying that he offers his Uzumaki daughter to Mari because Uzumaki, she might be half, and she inherited her mother's red hair, so yay, nay. Peace treaty, which Minato had to look over. As then he sees the other ones. He also sees the Land of Irons warning to leave them the fuck alone, and he's just like, got it, will do, send. As then he's just like, oh crap, Naruto, we have to talk about this. As they're not trying to complicate things with this marriage, and since he'd have to choose a wife. Well, you see, towards the end of this birthday, which when Isibu shows up, which, yeah, you have Naruto, not Naruto, Maratabi, pull aside Minato and tell him that go ahead and accept all the weddings things, all the marriage. Don't tell Naruto about it. He's just confused. How could he accept all of them if he's just like, it's fine? What do you mean it's fine? He's gonna be the next sage of the Six Paths. Okay. And in order for him to make sure our power is being able to pass on again, he's gonna need a lot of women. You follow? Minato blushes a little bit. He's just saying, but that's still my son, and I get it. You don't want to make him a perv, but he needs at least 9 wives. 9 wives? There are 9 of us. Chances are, yeah, he's gonna need at least 9 wives. At least? Yeah. I like that Yugito girl, by the way. What? The one from the Kumo. I'd say Son Goku would go with that Kuratsuchi with particle style. Wait, what? What? Shukaku. I'd see what that sand girl Tamari has. Maybe she has some wind affinity to work with Shukaku. He's just like, wait, you're not joking about this. I'm not. What about the other ones? She's just like, in due time. As she disappears, Minato's just like, okay, Naruto is unaware, but I am saying yes, you will be one of my son's 9 wives. Send. They write back a letter with the question 9. Minato would respond, is that a problem? Which then they would respond, nah, no problem at all. Minato's just like, okay, bet. Now, Naruto, over this next year, would practice water jutsu with Isibu. He's now 9 years old. He's in the Hidden Mist. And here he actually does meet someone, a new friend of his, one that, particularly is being trained in the way of the swordsman by their teacher Zabuza, which, yes, Zabuza is one of the 7 mist swordsmen, since, remember, no tail beast for, Obito to brainwash to start the blood war, civil war thing. So that's not going to happen in this what if, so yeah. Instead, you have a regular Jonin named Zabuza, who's part of the 7 mist swordsmen, training Haku to be the new holder of Samehada. Since the other person, the traitor Kisame, tried to attack Yagana because he didn't like how peaceful things were. And, well, Kisame died. Haku actually bonded with Samehada, so now Samehada and Samehada and Haku, hey, next. And, yeah, he's being trained in the way of the sword by his master Zabuza. Him and Naruto become really good friends, and Naruto practices his water jutsu next to Haku really well. Haku would show Naruto his sister Rukia, which Naruto was baffled. Rukia had the same not long black, but the same black hair as her brother, but not as long as his. He thought it was weird how her brother had longer black hair. She had this short pixie bob just to her shoulders, which Naruto actually did like. There was a single bang that, cut through and covered just a corner of her right eye, and he thought it was the cutest thing ever. Her skin wasn't like pale white snow. No. There was a fair complexity to it. She had this sweet fragrance of white peaches, and Naruto would be enamored by it, honestly. He would think, oh my lord, she is amazing. And though she was never one of the seven swordsman's replacement ninjas to be entrained, she still has her own sword style, and she mixes it with her ice Kekkei Genkai. And well, Naruto and her, actually have this good connection, which was noticed by the Mizukage, who has to send a letter saying, "So I don't know if your son wants the May, my cousin May, but it seems he's gotten close to one of my Yuki clan users. So either he gets May or he gets Haku or both maybe, but we would have to discuss about, you know, that later." Now, Naruto, who bonds well with Rukia, the two, they're not too handsy, lovey-dovey, gropey shit. Nah, they're still kids. They're just, kind of playful with it. Naruto now turns 10. He goes to train with Son Goku. From here, he would also be near the Stone Village, where he would now meet Kurotsuchi, one of his other fiancés, who he doesn't know is his fiancé, but, the girls are gonna, at this point, introduce themselves to Naruto and start winning over the favor to which one, bestest friend for Naruto, quote unquote, because that's how Naruto sees it. Naruto's still kind of blissfully unaware that they're his fiancés, so, him falling in love with them is just gonna be as naturally as possible. That being said, him and Kurotsuchi have this really cool rivalry going. Since she can use particle style technique that he can't actually, though he does have the 5 nature chakras of all, he can't mix the earth, fire, and wind in the same way to make particle style. But, he's just like, I have magnet and lava style, as he's saying that's wind and earth, and that one's fire and earth, as then he thinks, wait, what about scorch style? She tilts her head as she's saying, I think that was a Kekkei Genkai that got wiped out a long time ago. As Naruto's saying, let's make jutsus like scorch style. She'd be confused as, Naruto's just saying, well, we both have fire and wind affinities. And, well, if I can do lava and you can do particle, let's both do scorch. Kurotsuchi, would fall for this. Time skip another year. He's trained by Kuko in the mountains, geysers, and springs, the land of hot water, if you want to be completely fair. And in here, she would teach him more about boil release, more chakra control. Now he turns 11. From 11, he goes to Saiken. And Saiken, well, Saiken was okay going to Naruto back into the Hidden Leaf, which, hey, he sees his family after 3 years. Things are, pretty good. Minato was surprised that Naruto already has 2 actual wives, picked out. That being Rukia, Haku's sister, and then Kurotsuchi. As far as he knew, there was nothing given to him by anything else. There's still the other girls who applied, and Manatabi said, okay, just, say yes until he meets them, just let shit go. Shit just goes. One day, when Naruto's training his corrosive acid style, shooting out lots of I was about to say spit bubbles, but no, I mean poison bubbles. There's this one woman who, and this is gonna be an older woman who Naruto just happens to find very fetching, who, she was just like, I'm older than this kid and I kinda like him. Now, I'm aging her down, kinda, just a little bit. She's twice Naruto's age in the canon, so I'm just gonna make it where she's only 10 years older in the canon, so it's Shizune. And, she's getting herbs for Tsunade, because Tsunade's, treating a few people in this village. In return, they're gonna give them food, money, rent, some sake, some shit. Good shit. As she'd be surprised at a kid being able to do such complex jutsus like this. Naruto, who he's 12, so he doesn't see himself as a kid necessarily. You know, he's gonna start the Ninja Academy. Well, not start the Ninja Academy soon, but he's gonna be a ninja soon. He has it worked out with his family that he passes the 9 years training with these people, and well, things go good. Nane? Yeah. I kind of want to watch that. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Anyway, back to the what if. Now 1 year passes. Naruto goes from his training with Saiken. He got really close with Shizune. Shizune and him practice more with poisons, and Naruto gets the basics of medical ninjutsu learned from this point forward, which Chome does something unique, and that's take him to meet Kurama and Gyoki. The three are telling Naruto that, you know, they've seen his progression, and Maratabi's bragged about him and how quick he learns, and, well, they're going to test out how quick he can learn. Especially because, soon it became clear that once he learns their jutsus, the rest of the time from that point on, it's just him evolving and furthering it, honing it. Not all of the time is spent him struggling to get their jutsu. It's just he catches on in a few moments, actually. It's second nature for him, actually, so it makes sense. Well, this is what we're going to do, Naruto. We're all going to train you, all three of us, in this 1 year. And you're going to make a fuck ton of shadow clones. But I thought the shadow clones, you have way more than enough chakra to make 100 clones for each of us to train. Naruto would do such thing, and in this 1 year, yes, he gains the training of Chome, Gyoki, and Kurama, which exhausted the fuck out of him. They all, after each training session, they do share a significant amount of their chakra with him. Naruto is now 13, the start of the timeline, and, well, yeah, Team 7 will be formed with Sasuke and Sakura. And, well, fuck. I know this isn't an hour long, but it's close enough. And, 45 minutes to an hour long did get second place, so expect some videos that are going to be that time length too. So, sorry, not sorry, but, there's a video that I want to watch called What If Naruto Went Ultra Instinct Early Part 3 that just got released, and I go to work at 1, so it makes sense if I could watch it now. So, deuces.